What is up, everybody? ProjectC28 here, bringing you a review for the SH Figuarts Goku Black figure from Dragon Ball Super. So right off the bat, I was really excited to finally have this guy in hand. I know I was really excited when the pre-order had dropped for him on Big Bad Toy Store. So I think not only myself and a bunch of fans included are, needless to say, really excited for this figure finally coming out. So real quick, let's take a look at the packaging. Right here we have the Goku Rose or Rose, however you choose to pronounce that. Product shot right here. We see right here we have Goku Black on the side. Right here we have Goku Rose or Rose right here with that blade sword. And then right here we see him in a stylized pose. And then up top here we actually see the Black Kamehameha wave. On the back right here we see it says Goku Black. We see some product shots right here. Alright, and that seems to be it. And right here it just says Goku Black. Okay, let's go ahead and get this guy cracked open. Alright, and here is Goku Black in all of his awesome evilness. So far, I think he's a pretty decent figure. There are just a couple minor things I'm not a fan of. But other than that, he seems to be a pretty good figure. It looks like they basically expanded upon some of the articulation that normal SH Figuarts figures have. Like right here. I'll kind of go into it really quickly. So right here, just kind of as to be expected, he does have a ball joint in the head. It's a small peg that moves back and forth. And this isn't too bad. That works fine. Again, up and down. He's kind of got a neck pivot here that kind of works, but not really too much. He has a diaphragm joint here that works really well. He also has another one down beneath this the waistband right there, but it doesn't move forward or back much, but it does actually turn like this. Just to go over from top to bottom again. So right here we have actually a butterfly joint. I don't know if I've ever seen this in a SH Figuarts DBZ figure before, but it actually works really, really well. And so I think this will really come in handy when he goes to use his Black Kamehameha wave. Whenever you decide to use that in a picture or however you decide to display him. But going down with that, he does have a shoulder joint here that moves up and down. He can move 360. This little cup piece right here for the sleeve doesn't really get in the way too much. Just as long as you maneuver it around, it won't really cause a problem. He has a bicep swivel. He's got double jointed elbows. Right here, he has a wrist swivel. He has a ball joint there that just moves back and forth. Right here on the legs, he has that new style. That brand new style of the legs that they just recently started using. And I know some people aren't really a humongous fan of it, but I know I actually really like it because when it comes to doing any kicking poses or anything like that, you can definitely utilize it much better. So that actually moves pretty far forward. This piece here is real flexible, so you don't really have to worry too much about it stretching or tearing or anything like that. And then it moves this far back. He's got a double jointed knee right here. And this is actually kind of where it goes into the part that I'm not really a big fan of, but I can understand it. What they did right here with the knee joints, you can see that there's a cut right here. And I understand the basis of it is that they're trying to go with the design of the pants, but at some angles it just looks kind of weird because nobody's knee actually looks like that. But looking at the back of it, it kind of just looks goofy too. But you don't really spend as much time back here as you do over here on the front of the knee. But anyway, going back down, it is double jointed knee. There's no calf rotation. Right here, he has an ankle pivot. He can move pretty far down, pretty far up, and he's got a toe hinge right there. So moving right into accessories, Goku Black does actually include 4 different face plates, including the one that's on him now, which is the smiling face there. We have this angry looking face right here. Looking off to the side a little bit, we have the rose head here. And this includes just the stern looking face here. It looks pretty good. It does have a little bit of paint shading in it. You can see how on the bottom it goes from dark to light very, very subtly. And then he does have a little bit of paint shading right here on the head. So I do like the sculpt of the hair on this one. I do like this face here. And then he also includes for the rose head this yelling face. Let me see here. There we go. So he does include that yelling face there, and this is actually really, really nice. The only gripe I do have is that I feel like he should have included a smiling face like he does in the show, but again, that's only my personal opinion. He does include the blade sword right here, and this looks really nice. The paint on it's really clean. It has this kind of pearlescent kind of look to it, but it looks very clean. It's done very well. And cool thing too, it's very pliable, so you don't have to worry about it breaking or anything like that, but it is a little sharp around the edges right here, so just note that. From here we have the Kamehameha that he comes with. Looks really nice, very simple. He does have black right here in the corners, and it does kind of slowly go out to this darker color there. And then the only thing I have to note about this piece here is that it does feel a little brittle when trying to put these in. Just be cautious about it and try not to break it. Bandai does include instructions right here telling you exactly how specifically to put them in, so just be careful with that. But moving on, we have his instant transmission hand for his right hand, and each one of his right hands do actually include the time ring, and it looks very, very clean. Especially when you're able to look up close to it, you can see there's the little insignia on it as well. Looks really nice, and there is wrinkles in the fingers for each hand also. So we have his instant transmission hand here. We have these two hands that are very standard for any Goku figure that you've probably purchased from SH Figuarts. He does include the Kamehameha hands. That look really nice as well. Again, the time ring looks really good, as well as the wrinkles. He does have his nose-picking finger, or his pointing finger. We have this piece as well. And this hand is either, you can use it as a karate chopping hand, or you can actually use it to peg into the sword or the blade right here. And this fits in nice and snug, so it's not going to fall off very easily at all. Cool. So going into the paint and the sculpting, it's pretty basic for the figure. It's just a simple matte black with the matte gray color. It's got a tiny shimmer on it, but I think it mostly comes out on mine a little bit more glossy just due to the light. But looking at it in person, it's not very very glossy at all. The face has absolutely no gloss in person. The only part that actually really sticks out is just this bicep here, but it could just be a manufacturing problem. It's just simply mine, because this one here on this side, it's not as glossy as this one here. You can see a major reflection in this one rather than this one here. It's more absorbed in with the dark colors and the matte color as well. Other than that, it looks really good. The white on the shoes look good. The white on the ankles look good well. And then the gray on the bottom of the figure also looks pretty good. And then that's pretty much it for paint and sculpt. Oh, and the hair actually looks really good too. The hair, it doesn't have a huge glossiness to it, but it looks really nice. One thing I do have to note as well is I forgot to mention that he does come with the two-fisted hands as well. I gotta say, he's an excellent figure. You need to pick this guy up. If you have not, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you're a DBZ fan or if you're just a Bandai fan, please pick him up. Everything from the paint, the sculpt, the posability, and his accessories, he's a phenomenal figure. You're doing yourself a major disservice if you do not own this figure. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate the love and your time. If you can, just like, share, and subscribe. As always, watch out for the next video that'll be coming out. Real quick, I do have if I were to rate this guy, I would have to say he's probably going to be about a 4 out of 4, including those 4 major components that I had mentioned. Those are mostly everything we look for in a figure: the paint, the sculpt, the accessories, and the posability. He's got it all. Please buy this guy if you have the chance. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.